The European Investment Bank EIB, which is 16% owned by UK taxpayers, has only granted 3 loans worth £285 million to British projects since Article 50 was triggered on March 29 last year. Over the same 9-month period, the EIB has signed off 707 loans worth £48.1 billion to other EU members and 136 loans worth £5.8 billion to dozens of non-EU countries. These include £887 million for a new underground line around Paris, £400 million to clean up a polluted German river, and £648 million for Polish universities, as well as £488 million for 2 new city metros in India. Even China, the world's second largest economy, received £266 million to spend on transport, energy and water projects, while wealthy Norway has picked up £266 million for an undersea electricity cable. Getter Nicola Sturgeon has been urged to stick up for the UK in an incoming speech. Getter, the European Investment Bank, seems to be less open to loans now that the UK has triggered Article 50. British taxpayers have been paying through the nose to fund the EU for 40 years. Tom Harris MP. Other non-EU nations, such as Turkey, Ukraine, Argentina, Kazakhstan, Mexico and South Africa, have all enjoyed low-interest loans as well. Although EIB President Werner Hoyer has denied freezing lending to Britain in the 12 months before Article 50, his bank granted 53 loans in Britain worth £5.8 billion. Now Nicola Sturgeon has been urged to stick up for the UK ahead of a major Brexit speech tomorrow at Edinburgh University's McEwan Hall, newly reopened after a £33 million refit funded by an EIB loan. It is thought the venue was chosen by the SNP to highlight the benefits of EU membership, although Chancellor Philip Hammond hopes the UK can remain a member of the bank after Brexit. EIB President Werner Hoyer has denied freezing funds. Although the EIB has been described as the world's most secretive bank, it is able to offer rock-bottom interest rates because it is backed by EU governments. Tom Harris, the former Labour minister who led the Vote Leave campaign in Scotland, said, "British taxpayers have been paying through the nose to fund the EU for 40 years and we are major shareholders in the EIB. It would be utterly unacceptable and shocking if British projects in Britain were being overlooked for deliberate political reasons. We are still part of the family and are absolutely entitled to every single penny of assistance just as much as before the referendum. If Britain is being punished for expressing our democratic will, then it basically confirms the electorate made the right decision. I hope our political leaders are taking note of the way Britain seems to have been punished, and am absolutely sure that when Nicola Sturgeon becomes aware of what's happening with the EIB, she will be just as angry as anybody else, and she will use her office to get to the bottom of this potential scandal." Getter Labour MP Tom Harris said it would be a travesty if the EU was freezing funds after taxpayer support since Article 50 was signed. Italy has had 85 EIB loans worth £8,880 million. France has had 84 loans worth £6,025 million. Germany has had 60 loans worth £4,770 million, and Poland has had 50 loans worth £4,018 million. The French loans include £887 million for a new Paris underground line and £222 million for upgrades to Orly Airport. The German loans include £399 million to renaturize the polluted Emscher River, and the Polish loans include £648 million for university and science research and £577 million for railway network modernization. EFTA countries have had 7 loans worth £272 million, including £266 million for an undersea electricity cable between Norway and Germany, and EU enlargement countries have 15 loans worth £640 million, including 5 loans to Turkey worth £361 million. Eastern Europe and Russia has had 20 loans worth £623 million, including 9 Loans to Ukraine such as £142 million for Kharkiv metro extension and £19 million for a tomato processing line. Getty. Among French loans were renovations to Orly Airport. North Africa and the Middle East has had 30 loans worth £1,594 million, including 10 to Morocco worth £426 million, such as £53 million for the Casablanca tramway. Africa, the Caribbean and the Pacific has had 42 loans worth £1,183 million, including £71 million for a new rapid transit bus service in Dakar, Senegal, and £57 million for a water project in Fiji. Finally, Asia and Latin America has had 20 loans worth £1,542 million, including 3 framework loans to China worth £266 million and 2 loans to India worth £488 million. For the Bangalore and Lucknow metros, a Scottish government spokeswoman said, "The key issue is whether or not we will continue to have access to the EIB and its lending if we leave the EU. Its funds are important to Scotland, and urgent clarification is needed from the UK government on this."